G'day guys, welcome to my RX Bites Victor video. Tonight I'll be talking to you guys about NRL Finals Week 1 recap preview for 2020 guys. Let's get started. So the first game of that match, we see the Panthers going up against the Roosters. Now, this game was pretty much an alright match. You got the Roosters didn't dedicate really well, but they were pretty close. They were coming out for a fight. And the Panthers, they were so on top. They were playing excellent. And I gotta have to say, 29 points to 28, so close of a scoreline. And I'm gonna have to say, this game was an alright game, and it was pretty much a dedicated match, because the Roosters though usually get a good enough win sometimes, but the Roosters though, unfortunately they didn't. So it was 29 points to 28 with Nathan Cleary to kick that field goal for only to win by 1, and that game was absolutely really authentic, basically alright, but it wasn't really excellent in that game for the Roosters because they didn't really play really well in the first half and the second half. But let's have a look at the Panthers' tries. What we have here is Josh Mansour, Nathan Cleary that scored 3 tries, Stephen Crichton, and let's have a look at the Roosters' tries. What we have here is Josh Morris that scored 2 tries, Freddie Lussick, James Tedesco, and Angus Crichton. And my player of the game went to number 7 from the Panthers, Nathan Cleary. I thought he had a wonderful game, scoring 3 tries and also dedicating to his goals. Absolutely wonderful player he is. Every single time he plays, he dedicates to his team, to the game, and also he dedicates to the community out there that obviously loves him and adores him. But definitely 29 points to 28 scoreline, so close in that game, and yeah, well done to the Panthers for winning that match anyway. The next game of that match, we see the Raiders going up against Sharks. Now, this game was pretty authentic by the Sharks, but they didn't really play alright in the first half, and usually they come out firing, and usually they came out really on top and working themselves to be in the top 8, but unfortunately though, they lost this game, which was 32 points to 20 in that game, and really so close in that scoreline because the Sharks really stood into that game and took it to a really good advantage lead of a win at the moment. But then the Raiders, they were coming out on top, and then they were absolutely demolishing the Sharks in that game. But yeah, since of that, let's have a look at the Sharks tries. So what we have here is Ronaldo Mortalo, Blake Brayley, and Sione Katoa. Let's have a look at the Raiders tries. What we have here is Joseph Tarpany, George Williams that scored 2 tries, Jack Whiten that scored 2 tries, and Elliot Whitehead. And my player of the game went to number 6 from the Raiders, Jack Whiten. I think he had a wonderful game, scoring 2 tries out there and dedicating to his players, his team, also to the coach, and also to the community out there that obviously likes him and respects him. And I think he had a wonderful game that really stood under the pump. And I thought to myself, is the Raiders going to stand up and basically win in that game? But I thought to myself, yes, they did. They obviously made it a real good stretch in that home win. But yeah, 32 points to 20 in that game, and well done to the Raiders for making a really good win against the Sharks. The next game of that match, we see the Storm going up against the Eagles. Now, this game was pretty much alright, but the Eels playing really good out there. Unfortunately, though, they didn't get a win, which was kind of surprising because last year when I was at Suncorp Stadium filming a vlog there, we obviously got thrashed 64-10, but it wasn't 64-10. It was 36-24 in that game for that scoreline. And what a surprising win for the Storm, because I thought to myself, that first half in that game really stood out and playing really well by the Eels. And they were playing a really good match in the first half, and I just thought they were absolutely having a blinder out there. And unfortunately, in the second half, they were struggling with two players out, which you got Mike Sevo and Blake Ferguson, two of them wingers. But having said that, I'll tell you a little bit of a spoiler. Mike Sevo is out, but Blake Ferguson isn't. He will be playing next week, this week obviously coming up, in the finals against the Rabbitohs, but not Mike Sevo. So let me say this again. Mike Sevo is out. He won't be playing against Rabbitohs, but Blake Ferguson will be, unless if there's a late change. I just think that Blake Ferguson will definitely play, but unless if he has a worse injury in that match, like in the match itself, I reckon he'll have a blinder of a game. But yeah, 36 points to 24 the scoreline. Yeah, really good match. But let's have a look at the Eels tries. So what we have here is Nathan Brown, Clint Gutherson, Blake Ferguson, and Sean Lane. Let's have a look at the Storm tries. What we have here is Suliasi Vunivalu, Ryan Papenhausen has scored 2 tries, Josh Adokar, Jesse Bromwich, and Branko Lee. And my player of the game certainly went to number 1 from the Melbourne Storm, Ryan Papenhausen. And last but certainly not least, we see the Rabbitohs going up against the Newcastle Knights. Now, this game was pretty much certainly the Newcastle Knights in the first half. They were playing absolutely brilliant. Certainly they were. And I just thought to myself, in this game, I really thought, in my opinion, that the Newcastle Knights were going to get heaps of tries and honestly beating the Rabbitohs. But I thought wrong, because this game was pretty much Knights in the first half and then the Rabbitohs in the second half. In the first half, the Knights were playing absolutely brilliant. They were coming out on top, fired up against the Rabbitohs. Excuse me, but in the second half, I don't know how the hell they weren't really dedicated to that game against the Rabbitohs, because they certainly wasn't a really good match for the Newcastle Knights that didn't play really well. But 46 points to 20 scoreline in that game, and I cannot believe that the Rabbitohs just demolished the Newcastle Knights in that game. And I was there at that game with entertainers, so do check it out in that my YouTube channel. The link will be under my subscription anyway, so yeah, I have sent out the video of the link. Yeah, so do check it out anyway. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about this. So let's have a look at the Newcastle Knights tries. So what we have here is Heimel Hunt that scored 2 tries and Bradman Best. Let's have a look at the Rabbitohs tries. So what we have here is Corey Allen, Cody Walker, Alex Johnston that scored 2 tries, Cameron Murray, Tavita Totola that scored 2 tries, and Damien Cook. And my player of the game went to either number 2 from the South Sydney Rabbitohs, Alex Johnston. Thanks guys for watching my video, guys. Stay tuned for more. I will be doing a couple of videos coming to you guys soon. Also, I'll be doing more videos coming to you guys soon, so stay tuned for more. Plus, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care guys, stay safe, and have a good one. Plus, let's get up to 200 subscribers. We're sitting on 179, so let's get up to that, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.